Hello guys, welcome to this channel. In today's video, we're going to see how to build a text summarizer using Huggingface Transformers. So in this video, I'll walk you through what a summarizer is, its use cases, what Huggingface Transformers are, and how you can build your own text summarizer using Huggingface Transformers library. So let's get started. A summarizer does exactly what the name suggests. It takes a large block of text and condenses it into a shorter version. So this shorter version keeps only the key points. Think of it as the difference between reading a whole novel and glancing at its back cover. So the aim is to save time while still getting the essence of the content. Now, where do we use the summarizer? For example, journalists use them to quickly sift through reports and studies. Students can use them to summarize lengthy readings. Businesses can use them to condense market analysis or lengthy reports. In essence, anyone who needs to process large amounts of text can quickly benefit from a summarizer. Now, what are Huggingface Transformers? Huggingface is a company that has created a state-of-the-art platform for natural language processing. They have a library called the Transformers library. It is like a treasure trove for NLP tasks. It includes pre-trained models that can do everything from translation, sentiment analysis, and yes, summarization. So these models have learned from vast amounts of text and can understand and generate language in a surprisingly human-like way. So we don't have to do a lot of the training in these models. These are pre-trained models that we can take them and even fine-tune them to use it for our needs. Now let's see how we can build a summarizer using the Huggingface Transformers model. For this example, we will be using Facebook's BART model. So BART model is a pre-trained model on the English language. So it is a sequence-to-sequence model and it is great for text generation, for example, summarization, translation, but it also works well for comprehension tasks like text classification, question answering, and so many others. So a sequence-to-sequence model is where you input a sequence and it outputs a sequence, for example, chatgpt. Huggingface also has a concept called pipelines. So pipelines offer a simpler approach to implementing various tasks. So instead of preparing a dataset, training it with a model, and then using it, pipelines simplifies the code because it hides away a lot of the manual work like tokenization and model customization, and you can just get started working with the model. So we will be using a Google Colab notebook for this project. You can also find a link for the finished project in the description below. So let's open the notebook and let's first install Transformers. So installing Transformers will be a shell command, whereas Colab notebooks read Python. So we will add an exclamation mark at the beginning. So pip install Transformers. Let's wait for the Transformers library to be installed. Great. Transformers library is now installed. So now let's initialize a text summarization pipeline using the Huggingface Transformers library. Here I'll be typing summarizer equal to pipeline summarizer model Facebook but large CNN. So let's see what each part does. The pipeline is a function provided by the Huggingface Transformers library to make it easy to apply different types of natural language processing tasks. So the function returns a ready-to-use pipeline object for the specified tasks. Summarization is the first argument. We are telling the pipeline that task that we are going to perform is summarization. And the model here is going to be Facebook's BART. So we'll be using Facebook/BART large CNN. So this argument specifies the pre-trained model that will be used for this project, for this summarization task, is Facebook's BART large CNN. So this model is provided by Facebook and it is based on the BART model, BART architecture, which is effective for general NLP tasks. So let's execute the code. Now it creates a summarizer object. So this object can be used to perform text summarization by passing text data out to it. The model will generate a shorter version of the input text, and it will capture the most important or relevant information according to its training on the summarization tasks. So yeah, we are now ready to use the model. That's all it takes to build a summarization model using Huggingface pipeline. So you can see how easy it is to build NLP models using Huggingface Transformers. So we will fetch an annual report from FDA. Here it is. So let's copy the text and create a variable called text and put in our text. Now let's use this text as input and call our summarizer. Here I'll be writing summarizer equal to summarizer, text, max length, min length, and do sample. This line of code is using the summarizer object created from a Huggingface pipeline to generate a summary of the input text. So summarizer is the object initialized previously with the pipeline function. The text we have already declared. We're setting the max and min length. So the max length specifies the maximum length, obviously, and it will be in terms of the number of tokens. It's not the number of characters, it's the number of tokens. And the min length is also the minimum length of the summary. So we don't want the summary to be too short. So now we can go ahead and print the summary. And here's the response. So in short, this code loads a summarization pipeline that is pre-configured to use the Facebook BART model, feeds the text to a summarizer, outputs a summary with a specified minimum and maximum length. So you can see how easy it is to work with the Huggingface Transformers library. There are many other features or NLP functions that are offered by Huggingface Transformers library, so I'll be posting more videos on those topics. If you want to get daily AI tutorials, we have a newsletter called Turingtalks. You can find the newsletter at turingtalks.ai. You can also subscribe to this channel to get notified when we post new videos. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments. See you soon with a new topic. Cheers.